Hey everybody, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. And coming down with a cold again. If I cough, sniff, or sneeze, forgive me. I don't know what it is anymore. It's kind of annoying. The only other option is not to record. So I'm going to try my best right now. I have nothing to show you on camera, so just listen to the audio. Today, I want to cover whether or not NRA instructors are any good for private security, and we'll save that towards the end of the video. And also for the general civilian market, and I say the word civilian with quotation marks for those of you who want to get technical. The first part of the video covers shop with a cop or security. Is this something that security should be doing? To begin with, I'm going to upset a little bit of our viewers here, and that's not my intent. Usually I'm blunt, and I'll tell you guys, like, I don't care if you get upset, but no, I actually care if you guys get upset on this one. So I'm not picking on any individual. I'm not picking on security. A couple people I mentioned in the past, hey, you're anti-security. Well, if I'm anti-security, why would I have one? Actually, just check my channel count for videos, and I have like 1,000 videos, and most of those videos are private security related. We're trying to improve the professionalism in private security. In doing so, there might be some pretty harsh criticisms. Okay, so back to shop with a cop. So traditionally, shop with a cop is just that. It's shop with a peace officer, shop with a law enforcement officer. It probably started with the uniform division of patrol of your local agencies. And then over time, because of manpower shortages, probation officers were invited, correctional officers invited. I don't think that there's any issue with that. Lately, though, I have been seeing security officers conducting shop with a cop, posting it on their social media. Hey, we're doing shop with a cop. I hate to break it down to some of you, but you're not a cop. Stop posting you're doing shop with a cop business if you're not a cop. Now, I'm not picking on any individual security company out here, but you have a security company like Black Knight Patrol that's based out of San Pedro, California, and we actually have about 20 subscribers who are Black Knight Patrol employees. This is nothing against you guys as employees. Absolutely nothing against you guys as employees. More so, I have basically a question for your leadership, and they avoid me. They don't want to have any type of discussion. So my question to some of the security companies out there who are doing shop with a cop is, does your insurance company know that you're out in public, meaning that you're on non-contract property with your firearm, conducting a charity event? Does your insurance company know that? And if they know that, is that covered under the terms and conditions of the contract? And my answer is probably not. Many times, and also during the Thanksgiving season, you have private security. I see them on social media all the time delivering turkeys to low-income housing units. The question is this: are those units, are they Section 8 housing? And does your insurance company provider, do they know that you're providing this gratuitous service to Section 8 property? Because if so, if they know that, your rates are going to go up, because the chances of loss are going to increase, definitely on a Section 8 property. So these are just questions. And this video, it's not directed towards Black Knight Patrol. It's just that I saw some posts from Black Knight Patrol. They're doing shop with a cop. I don't know what store it is. I have no idea if that's your contracted property. It is possible that this is contracted property. It didn't look like it, but once again, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. If it is, then there's no issue. But if it's not contracted property, what gives private security the right to go in public on non-contracted properties with a firearm, with a live firearm. And if the argument is, oh, there's no bullets in there, there's no magazine in there. Well, that's the most stupidest thing that I've ever seen this year, is to have an unloaded firearm while you're in a uniform. It just makes it more dumb. So once again, we give Black Knight Patrol benefit of the doubt, and it's not just Black Knight Patrol. There's like 3 other security companies that are on social media, that leave their social media open, that do shop with a cop, and it looks like they're on non-contracted properties. The next question is, do the laws in California, do they allow private security to go to different properties that they're not contracted with a firearm to do shop with a cop? And the answer is probably no. I've seen some videos of security companies doing shop with a cop with no firearm, and my argument to the insurance company would be, hey, you know what? I'm doing marketing. And essentially, I mean, the whole idea behind shop with a cop, free turkey on Thanksgiving, the whole idea is the gift of giving, right? Not wanting something in return. But if you're marketing for that purpose, it questions the perception of you handing out free turkeys. Hopefully this makes sense to those of you who are watching this video. I do marketing all the time for different security companies. I say it bluntly, transparently on camera. I expect some type of return on investment on a lot of these things that I do. Now, there's some security companies that I work with who have hooked me up, and I will never be able to repay them. And basically, by me marketing some of the things that I market, I'm able to help as much as possible. Hopefully that makes sense. So I want to hear you guys' comments on this. Does your insurance company know that you're providing shop with a cop on non-contracted properties? Let's hear in the comment section box below, in the regular comment section box. Let me go through the live chat. And I don't see any comments. Not a problem. Okay, onward to the next topic. Are NRA instructors any good for private security, for lack of better terms? So I have mixed feelings about NRA instructors. I am not an NRA. Let me rephrase that. I am an NRA LE instructor, meaning basically I took the 40-hour course. I am not registered as an NRA instructor, if that makes any sense. Just because I took the law enforcement course, the 40-hour course, 39-hour course, that doesn't mean that I'm better than somebody that took the NRA, the 8-hour basic course, instructor course. It does not mean that at all. All I'm saying is that's my background, and that doesn't make me more better. The NRA basic courses that are out there, I want to say like 90% of the instructors, or a lot of the instructors, for lack of statistics, are most likely gun enthusiasts. They grew up with the gun when they were maybe 5 years old, 10 years old, 15. Their dad or their mom or grandparent or uncle showed them how to shoot a firearm, and they have a full-time job that has nothing to do with teaching others safe handling of firearms. I want to say the majority of NRA instructors fall into that category. It's a part-time job for them. There's another category of people where they actually have maybe competition experience, shooting competition, law enforcement or military experience, and they need the NRA basic pistol instructor certificate to teach students. Basically, they need the paperwork, and I say that with quotation marks. You have a significant number of people that are out there doing that, especially in the military. You have some well-trained guys that came out of the military, their MOS was not an instructor, a firearm instructor MOS. It was maybe something else. And they just don't have the paperwork. I mean, I've talked to quite a bit of guys that come out of the military, and I would ask, hey, do you have any certificates that show that you're instructing military? Almost none of them could provide any type of certification unless their MOS or their specialty was firearm instruction. Then they could provide that certification. So getting an NRA basic pistol instructor certificate is one of the ways to legitimize their training to others. And I say that once again with quotation marks. It is very difficult, you guys, to differentiate between the two, because you might have your basic NRA instructors out there who get tons of students, like maybe hundreds every single month, and they post positive reviews on Google, on Yelp, and those students that are posting the positive reviews, they don't know better. They don't know better because they've never been to any other training, so they think that their training was legitimate and it was great because the instructors treated them right. And then you have other instructors, okay, that are a little bit more strict, and maybe there's like a qualification at the end, and they have a significant lot more training. And if they were to fail a student, there's a good chance that student might post a negative review on them, which is, it's unfair. I mean, you have an instructor that's actually holding standards. How do you find the two? It's difficult, is what I'm saying. Now, the problem I have with private security is I know some of you guys want to go out in the private security sector, private investigative sector, and get advanced training. If you go to somebody that just has your basic NRA pistol instructor course, that person probably has no experience in private security. So if they're offering a course called room clearing or something like that, well, the question is, like, where did you get your training from? Because the NRA basic pistol course does not teach in-depth close quarter combat concepts. So where did you get your training? And these are the questions that you want to ask. Just because they have positive reviews, that doesn't qualify them to teach. Because once again, you might get hordes of people that attend the training and they think that their close quarter combat or room clearing training is on par because they never taken a legitimate course. They don't know better. The instructor was very polite with them. And they think that it's the best, and they post a positive review. I mean, that's my criticism of social media. Okay. Now, I'm not picking on NRA instructors at all. So I'm a BSIS firearm instructor. I've been a firearm instructor not for BSIS, but certified, qualified to teach through BSIS since 2010, I think April 2010. My instructor certificate was NRA, the NRA LE course. So I have nothing against those instructors, but I just want you guys to know that there's a huge difference between the NRA LE instructors and your NRA basic pistol instructors. Okay, so there is definitely a difference. Oh, Randy's here. Randy, the only one here. And actually, Randy is an NRA counselor, which means that he can certify NRA basic pistol instructors, and I think long rifle and maybe shotgun as well, and then refuse to become a victim. A whole lot of other courses out there. Okay, so just thinking out loud right now. Just want to make sure that I covered everything. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Because of this void in training with basic NRA instructors, I think that was the driving force in Senate Bill 2. And by the way, there's an actual stay. There's an injunction. An injunction on Senate Bill 2. That's the law that requires CCW holders to go directly. It's a law that allows them not, for lack of better terms, not to go to basic NRA pistol instructors. They have to go through BSIS instructor or post instructor or a certified training school if they want to renew their CCWs. I don't know if the injunction affected that part. One of our subscribers was nice enough to send me an email with I think it's 60 pages of court documents. I don't know what the injunction covered. I think it covered your what places you can and cannot carry as a CCW holder in California. Once again, make sure you guys look at that injunction. I don't know what it says. I don't have time right now. I'm pulling over like 50, 60 hours this week of work, and I'm running on like 3, 6, 7 hours of interrupted sleep. I got a 4-year-old. So basically what the argument is with legislator is these NRA basic instructors, they're not qualified to teach CCW applicants, and that is definitely debatable. There's some really good NRA basic instructors, and then there's horrible ones. How do you differentiate the two is very difficult, and that is why the legislator, the Democrats in California, that's why they're thriving, is because it's difficult to differentiate between a legitimate instructor and an illegitimate instructor. Because let's face it, guys, you have instructors out there that are just pencil whipping people. Pencil whipping paper. Hey, Security Guard Command is here. David, welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off. Make sure you all have a safe night. And if you want me to do a video on something, just post in the comment section box below of the regular videos. And let me see what I can do. Somebody want me to do a video on what to bring for lunch, how to handle the homeless. I actually covered these, but man, it is hard to find these videos when you have 1,000 videos on this channel. So I might do a video on that, and also equipment. What do you bring to your post? The food thing, I don't know yet, but we'll talk about that. Maybe. All right, guys, I'm out.